Still setting up my microphone. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to this stream. As I continue to set up the stream. Of course. There we go. Put the microphone nice and low. All right. Let's go through some art while we wait. While we hang out here. See what we got here. You know. Let's look at some art. Anyway, guys. Welcome back to another Grease Market stream. It's another Saturday. It's another Saturday evening and or afternoon or morning. It depends where you're at. But for me, it's evening. Another day, another dollar. I'm here. Feeling real good. Feeling well. You know, life is going. Things are still need to be unpacked after my move, but all my computers set up, my background set up, my lights are set up, things are set up. You know what I mean? They're set. Yeah, just another Saturday. It's August. Weather is nice, right? Cloudy weather. By nice, I mean like warm, but it's not like super hot, so that's real good. Ooh, I like this one. This one's a fun one. So we're just looking at some art here while we wait, while we hang out. This is an extension I have for ArtStation. So any new tab that opens, it just shows you art. I have it on character design. So I'm supposed to be getting more character stuff here, like this and stuff. So, but yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. All right, let's take this down. We are back here with this scene that I'm learning how to really getting into the workflow of compositing, especially in terms of like grease pencil and grease pencil objects, and really separating it and giving us the most flexibility through a render. And maybe I could just go through some of this stuff now, maybe for myself as a recap, right? So let me put this to rendered. You can see it nice and clear in the top left. If I remember correctly, we separated everything and I tried color coding it. So let's see what they all are. We got Samus, which is the grease pencil object. We got rocks, foreground, right? You can see that it's listed here, foregrounds. And these are the layers that I've created up here. Each of these layers have different collections that are turned off and on. So that is where we're at. Evelyn, Miss Evelyn, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Having a good time out there. I assume you're on the East Coast. Yeah, we got everything separated into layers. These are my green layers. We got background, middle ground, foreground. We got Samus separated with the orange over here. And then we have one layer that has everything turned on, right? And if I remember correctly, this took a long time to render. I have some stuff here. Hold on, I got a text. There we go. Oh man, I got an email telling me that I'm streaming right now. Look at that. Okay. Hold on, this hair is tickling my face. I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna make a bun right at the top, so it's got that top bun. Look at that. Okay. Okay, where was I? If I remember correctly, this takes a long time to render. I have two things going on. I have camera blur, so I can get the options here, so I can, excuse me, so I can mess with the camera stuff. I'm using the Z depth for that. And I have the mist pass, which helps out a lot and stuff. It puts like a gradient in the background. Right now it's just transparent, like you see. But man, the issue that I was running into with this compositing stuff is that it takes relatively, right, a long time to render. Like, let's see, let's do a test right now. I'm gonna hit the render button. It's rendering here on the left. You can see on the bottom it's rendering, or maybe you can't see it on the window there. All right, it's rendering all my layers. Boom, middle, foreground, background, and then it composited it together. There we go. Right, so that took 17 seconds. Right, 17 seconds. That's a long time for a render, at least when we're trying to take the advantage of Eevee. You know, obviously 17 seconds for like a cycle's really good render. That's pretty fast. But in terms of Eevee, I don't know, I want it to be slower. Like if you had a 10-minute animation with a bunch of like nodes and stuff, and you separated it all into layers, right? What is 17 seconds? 17 seconds. Not 17 seconds, sorry. Yeah, 17 seconds per frame. Let's say we're doing it at like 20. Let's say the most, right? 30 frames a second. You're not doing no 60 frame animation. That's a lot of work. So 30 frames a second, right? And let's say it's 10 minutes, right? So it's 10 minutes times 60, because that's how many seconds there are. That's 600 seconds, right? And then we times that by frames, right? And the frames are 30 frames a second, so times 30. And this is on the high end as we're calculating this, right? So I don't know, that seems like a lot, right? Am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm typing some numbers here wrong. And then 17 seconds, and then divided by 60. It can't be that long. Maybe that's way too. Susan is here in the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Susan. How was your holiday? I know you took a holiday. Marco, good day. Good day. Good to see you, Marco. Good to see you, Susan. Hope you're doing well. I'm over here trying to calculate how long how long it would take to render if every frame's like 17 seconds long. So 17 seconds times 30 frames a second. So that's 1 second times 600. Why does that seem like a lot? If it was like a 10-minute animation, right? That's what I'm doing, 600. And then divided by 60. What? I feel like I'm calculating something wrong here. 212 days of rendering? Am I doing something wrong? I think I'm doing something wrong over here. It was Grace. Nice to see more of this island. Yes, that's awesome. So it's good. I think traveling expands your mind. It expands your mind, your viewpoints, and you know, you get like a better frame of reference of where you live. And yeah, I think traveling is great, especially around, you know, where you live. There's always so much to see, you know. I know people who have grown up in a small town and have stayed in that small town for their whole life. Hello, Spitfire. In the chat today. Good to see you. We got some decent amount of people here. Drinking out of my mason jar lime concentrate or lemon concentrate because I'm a hipster, and why not have a cup that also doubles as a jar? See, it's not about being a hipster, it's about functionality and features. now I save space with cups. Oh man, we only been here for 8 years and slowly seeing all of Tasmania. Susan, you went to go buy an artwork too? Did you buy that artwork? Was the mission accomplished of buying art? Okay. Anyway, I'm over here trying to calculate if one frame takes 17 seconds to render. How long would a 10-minute animation render for, right? So we have 17 seconds times 30 frames a second, right? If we were doing 30 frames a second. Obviously, anyway, 30 frames a second. So it'll take 510 seconds for 1 second. Is that what's that saying? Divided by what, 60? It'll take 8 minutes. 8 minutes per second. I don't know. That seems like a lot, right? Maybe I'm doing this wrong, but yeah, 17 seconds is a long time. So after I broke down these layers, right, into and it's only, what is it, 1 2 3 4 5 layers, right? So it's rendering the foreground, middle ground, background. It's rendering Samus and then rendering it all together, because for right now I need the mist pass and the depth pass to, I need all of it to contribute, right? Because the mist pass for the foreground is only going to give me the mist for the foreground and the background and all that separately and stuff. But like, Toy Butcher, hello, was here a few months ago. Glad to see you again. Glad to see you again too, Toy Butcher. TB, good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a good time yourself. All right. My chat's a little slow on my end, guys. Let's see if my chat... I see something coming. Susan says, we picked up art from a gallery expedition. Not ours to keep. In 6 weeks, we have to take it back down there. But the gallery looks great. Everything hung. That's awesome. So awesome. Okay, once again, to reiterate, guys, 17 seconds feels like a long time for something to render. I'm gonna render another frame, right? So let's bring up another frame. Dr. Tara, how's it going? Good to see you here today. Oh, thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. DR. You're awesome. Thanks for watching. Sounds about right. 8.5 minutes for a minute. 85 minutes, the whole thing. Not terribly bad considering how much you can say with 10 minutes of animation. Okay. Well, at least I got something there. Yeah. So I guess, yeah. I guess that's right. I guess I'm my mind. I'm just so, I want everything so quick. 17 seconds per animation ain't too bad. I want to know if probably I could mix these depth passes so I don't have to render it all together. Because, yeah, right now I'm rendering background, middle ground, foreground, Samus, and then all of it. So, anyway, let's see this mist here and why it's not being applied right now. Okay. All right, guys. Enough of the intro. Let me just talk through what I'm doing right now. I'm looking. I'm trying to get reacclimated to this project file. And I'm trying to see why my background is dark. Because I should have some color on here. All right, let's skip the camera portion of this. We're gonna go directly to, oops. We're gonna go directly to, oh my God. Just directly through. I wonder if skipping the camera nodes, the defocus nodes, saves us any time. Let's see. It's rendering. Still rendering. I saved this 1 second. 1 whole second. Okay. So, man, what's weird is that right now it's not rendering the way that I'm expecting it to. All right, let's do it again. So we're rendering. It'll probably save us 1 second. It's rendering at 16 seconds now. Yep, 16. Okay, now it's rendering correctly. I used to have the color here, so this is weird that this is even happening, but we got the mist. Oh, is it because these colors need to change? Let's see. All right. All right, I don't know what's happening with this mist, so I'm just gonna look at the mist by itself. Okay, so the mist is looking good. I don't know what's happening here. This mist should be being applied. Let's go back. Is it multiply? Is it add? Am I doing this wrong? Okay, so add's doing something. Is it the texture? Do I have to change it in here? Hold on. Let me change this back. There we go. I think it's here. This is where I have to change it. There it is. Okay. So now we can control this background. Let's add some 2 different colors. Let's make it fun. Blue, obviously not looking too hot there. We're gonna flip this. That red's like so harsh, right? Let's just color pick. You know, or should it be the other way around? I don't know. Oof. Oh my God, I hit reset. We're gonna flip it around. Or maybe it should just be two types of red. We'll do yellow, orange. It's looking misty out there. I'm glad this updates like immediately. This would be terrible if it took like too long. I mean, it is a little slow, but it would be terrible if it took too long. All right, we'll definitely play with this more soon. But Anyway, as I'm going through this, for the people out there watching, what are you guys working on? What are you guys doing Blender 2? How you feeling about Blender? Does anybody want to repent their Blender sins? Oh man. All right, so like I have some color correction nodes here. Make those rocks blue. Good stuff. Okay. So right now, let me actually solve another problem. Right now, what I need to do is I need to have a looping background. This has kind of like a looping running animation. So let's go to just Samus. All right, and we'll hit play. And let's put some info here. You see it's not going at the full frame rate here. Let's put this on wireframe. This is a great animation, by the way, by Spitfire Storyboards. You guys should definitely check out the Discord. His Discord in the description. He's letting me use this animation for this compositing. Spitfire says, Chris Monkey, is this with or without the volume box? Oh man, you know, I didn't even calculate the volume box. This is without it right now. So let's see. Oh man, I'll have to incorporate that. Where is the volume box? So let's do middle ground. Right, because this is the middle ground right now. And let's put the volumetrics on the middle ground. And now let's do a render. Let's see what's happening here. This is the worst part, guys. 17 seconds of our life. So it's rendering, it's rendering, it's rendering. So in these render layers, let's see if I can get, is environment here? Delivers environment lighting pass. Shadow ambiguity emissions. So let's see what that looks like. We're in the middle ground, right? This one right here. Let's see what is node wrangler not on? Okay. So let's see what the emission pass does for us here. Or not the emissions, I'm sorry, the environment. Oh my god, is it just... We're just gonna put this reroute node here. Since my web is so big, let's see what this environment pass looks like. So the environment pass just looks like nothing. All right, let's see. Sometimes you have to convert it and normalize the weight. So if you go to vector normalize, you put that in between, doesn't change anything. Dr. Tara said, it's been a long time not touching Blender. Almost forgot about everything in it. Yeah, that happens. Dr. Tara, seeing your artwork, so refreshing. That is great. Just to emphasize, this Samus is not my artwork. But everything else on the channel, yes. This whole project file is the doings of Spitfire. Mr. Spitfire Storyboards. Okay, so... I don't know what this environment pass is doing. I would have thought it was... the volume. Would volume have its own pass? So what I'm gonna do now, as we see big Batman here, is we're gonna type in Blender manual EV passes, and we're gonna figure out what exactly it is. Okay, let's read this up. A lot of bar graphs here. A lot of line graphs. All right. Environment. Emissions from the directly visible background. When the film is set to transparent, this can be used to get the environment color and composite back in. Okay, so this is not going to be volume. Is there? I'm going to try and look for volume. Oh, it's in here. What am I doing? Light, the scattering light that passes for the volume object or world. Am I blind? Hold on. No, I don't think it's here. Like, we're looking at it right here. Here it is. Here's our passes. We're supposedly in EV. Am I on a wrong version or something? I'm on 2.93. Here's our passes. Here's the word EV. Oh, it's cycles. Okay. Okay. This is cycles as well. EV, EV, EV. So that's an interesting dilemma having, because we have this volume pass here that's rendering our lights or this nice atmosphere. That's not rendering. Okay. Could we like fake it when we make it here? Let's see if we could just have it faked. But like faked in a good way. So here's our mist pass. It's coming out of there. We're making the background more transparent. You can see it on the left. Can we make it cover the front though? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remap this range. So we'll do map value. We'll plug that in. And we'll shift it. It looks insane. The only thing that sucks about this mist right now is that it's not affecting my girl Samus here. Bah. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a hold on this compositing right now. What I need to do is I need to loop this background. So we'll go to Samus. We have Samus running. Running and running and running. And it loops perfectly. It looks like... Oh yeah, there's a speed up because there's going to be a part where she dashes. Okay, so what I need to do is loop the background. So I'm going to do this on the all layer. So everything except Samus. I'm going to take off the extras because all those lines of the lights, it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. And I'm going to see if I'm able to make it so this loops. Okay. And loops foreground and background. And since we have it separated already into 3 collections, we can do a nice little parallaxing. So one can go slower than the other. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do foreground first. And then we can copy the rest onto the middle ground and background. So what we need to do is make this move to the left and then loop it. So let me take away our scenes here. And let's start off with centering our cursor, and we'll make a empty. The empty ended up being here, so I'm gonna put it in geometry environment, and we're gonna call this we're gonna call it loop rocks foreground, just so we know. I guess we have to bring back our extras, so we'll bring back our extras so we can see the loop, but I'm gonna go to solid view. There we go. Lots of lights. Okay, so our looping null is here, or empty. And I'm going to parent everything in the foreground to the null. So let's do that. I'll do it by right-clicking the collection, hit select objects. That should select them all, yep. So I can either parent it. So let's do parenting first. There's two ways to do this. We can use like modifier or constraints and do it that way, but we're gonna parent it. We'll do it to objects. And let's now move the null. Okay, so the null is moving. And that's good, right? So okay, I gotta get into the mindset of this. Oh, are you trying the cycles? Had to step away a second then. Oh yes, before I'm gonna try and loop it now. In the compositing, there's some things I have to kind of like work out, I guess, off air. But right now I'm gonna try and figure out the logic behind looping this in an efficient manner, so it's not like bogging anything down. So right now all I did was I parented I got the loop rocks foreground, and I parented it to this this empty. I always forget what they're called. And what I want, you know what I wish? I wish there was modifiers for collections. Like I'll love to slap a modifier on this collections that's like the array modifier. So it just arrays everything in this collection. That would be a nice way to use modifiers. Because right now, thinking about going in all of these and mirroring them, it's just kind of a hassle, right? And man, I think there's a way to link them all together, but I want a fast way. Anyway, right now we have the constraint here, and we're moving it, and I want to duplicate this. Is there an easy way? Let's see. So let's do an array. We'll do 0. So I'm gonna see how big is this thing? This rock in particular on the Y, it's 130 meters. Oh my god. Thought I can just get some easy math here, but is it 6.7? Is that the one I'm doing here? Let's see. Negative 6.73. Yeah, I guess that's the perfect distance there. And then I want to select the first one, select the rest of them. So this one's highlighted. And if I remember correctly, I can do Control L, and I can link the modifiers. Copy modifiers. Transfer data from the active object to select the object. And that worked, but like not in a good way. right? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get 2 sections, and they're just going to repeat back and forth. So this feels actually much more cumbersome. This is not efficient, guys. Because if I select this rock, how do you know how far this distance is? It's got to break. See, it's going to break that pretty easily. So let's undo this. There's a different way of doing this. Let's figure this out. Undoing a bunch. There it is. All right, let me turn off these lights for a second. If anybody in the chat has done any looping stuff and has any tips, let me know. I can figure this out. I just need to think about it. Break it down into some smaller steps here. Okay, so if I want all these objects, what happens if I combine these? I just want to see. They all turn into one object, but none of them change. So I'm going to save another version of this just so I have this version still. We'll do this on 4. Well, I'll save 3, and then I'll save 4. Got it. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to combine all the foreground rocks. Let's do that. Boom, boom. Control J. Everything seems to look okay right now. Let's bring back the lights. I tried watching tutorials about looping. There are good ones, but they are going into the frame, not side by side. Ah, yes. That's probably the way to do it. Looping it in post and looping it in those. Like actually looping it afterwards. That would be the easier way. That would be the easier way. Oh man, but does not make for lively Blender Live content. Because since every frame takes 17 seconds while I'm in the compositor, man, that's gonna be a whole. It's a whole process. So let's see. I'll do it this way. It's probably not as efficient, but we'll learn something along the way about looping stuff, I guess, in the 3D space and stuff. All right. Swissor says, no, they're looped in Blender. No, I mean, like, they're looped in Blender, but are they looped in the... But are they looped in... How do I say that? Are they looped in the 3D viewport? Or are they looped in the compositing side? I know how to... I know how to do it in the 3D side. But as I'm doing it even now, I'm like, is this even the efficient way of looping something in the 3D side? But when I mean by post, I mean just like after you render the frames, you put it into the compositor and then you do it that way. That's a good way to do it too. That's how I do it in After Effects, actually. I think it was Ducky 3D that has a good one. Yes, looped in viewport. Oh man, I should have just watched his videos before this. But look at me, cavalier. Like a horseman. But now that we combine everything, we could definitely put a modifier now. And then put the array. 1. -1. -5. Get this. I think I might open up his video and see how he does it. All right, let's see. Let's start in the first frame. Do the location. Yeah, I think I'm doing this the wrong way. All right, let's see. All right, then go to the last frame. Make sure these are linear. Let's do some ducky right now. Because this is all sorts of wrong. This is not a perfect loop. Look at that. Why is it popping up like that? All right, so we're gonna do this not by keyframing this. Let's see if we can use like a curve. You guys are seeing this raw Blender stumbling. This is what it's like every day in Blender. Okay. Is it easier to do with normal viewport, not comping? Yeah, you know, like I would say when I do loops in After Effects, I always think it's easier. I know how to do it exactly with anything. I can loop anything in After Effects, and it's done with the frames that are already made, right? Looping it in the viewport, I have to watch Ducky's video. Maybe he has like a great solution. A great solution and stuff. What I'm doing right now is trying to loop the animation in the 3D space instead of looping the video file or the PNG sequence or stuff like that. So I guess it depends on your use case and the project and stuff, because you have to, for me, when you loop it, you really have to think about what you're doing. You can't just like go and do it and stuff. So that's what I'm doing here live, and that's why it's like we're stumbling along here. But I think it's easier in post, but I think it's also useful to know the techniques here inside. All right, so let's do it this way. Let's try one more way, and then we're gonna look at that video before I give up here. So I'm gonna make a path. We're gonna make it large. Right, very good. And can we put a constraint on this path? And can we make it a curve? Follow track, I think it is. Is that what it is? And then we pick. No, it's not track. It's not track. Track to follow path. It's on the right side here under relationships. Then we choose the NURBS path I've just made. And then I can move this along the curved path, and then I can just loop. I can loop this. So if we set this up correctly again, let's see, we'll move it over. All right, so I'm going to go in the object, and we're just playing around here. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm even doing this, going about this the right way. All right, let's see. Oh man. So right now I'm looping the path. Oh man. I'm not thinking straight. I gotta sit down. Hold on. Let me clear these keyframes. We're gonna influence. Okay, we're setting up the influence. We're going. Sorry, I have not been talking. There's a lot of thinking involved here. So I am not mentally prepared. Okay, so we do that. We'll do linear. Add an array. Let's see. There's a much more technical way, but we're just going. We're going at it, guys. Oh, I'm not sure if the link went through. Can you send it to me on Discord, Spitfire? Por favor. And then we will watch it. And I will recommend Ducky. Go. We'll get in the path. Let's dissolve these. Just one line. All right. Let's see. You sent it over. Oopsies.
Okay, so...
Oops. Sorry, guys. Just for the chat, the video I'm looking at right now. Spitfire Sense. We can learn together, guys. Let's see. I'm skipping through this video. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. He loops with the displacement. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And okay, okay. Let's see how he loops it going forward. There it is. Yes. Okay. So yeah, he's doing something similar to what I'm doing. Specifically for the part when he's like moving through and he's just trying to match it up. And then line it up. Yeah. Pretty good. Okay. I think I'm on the right track then. Okay. There we go. We'll do this loop. We'll take this off. We'll erase that. We will erase our oopsies keyframes. I think I got it now. Let's see. Let's see if it'll loop now. I'm ambitious here. Okay, let's go to the end. And we're going to line it up perfectly. Let's see. Let's do 37.1. I think this is my issue here. Negative 37.1. And we'll see how this loops. Oh, we forgot to put it linear. Very important. Oh man, I have like a whole separate issue here. When I'm doing the array, it looks like it's off by like the tiniest bit. So let's fix this array. What I'm looking at are these small rocks here. So this rock is on the line. This rock is not. So let's fix that. And I wonder if it's just that these rocks, things aren't set correctly. So by things, I mean the apply transformations. Because now it looks like we are kind of there. 0.025. All right, now let's see what that looks like. And make sure these are linear. I can't tell, but I think they're looping now. Let's look at them for a while. All right. Let's look at it with like the lights and through the camera. And if we put Samus in there. And this is just the foreground I'm doing right now. I wish this was played real time. Okay, for Samus, I'm gonna take off a couple things here. Like all of this. Okay, okay. I think we're getting somewhere here. I want to start over. I'm not going to, because I think I could have done this because I forgot to apply the transformations for the foreground rock here after combining it. And that's always a hassle. Like if I did it right now, what would happen? Oh, nothing would happen. Okay, so we're gonna fix some stuff here in the foreground, and we're gonna do this 3 times over, so we'll probably get better as we do it. Okay, so this is just the foreground. Obviously, if we turn on the blah, 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 I'm just stumbling over my words. The middle ground, it's staying still, and then the background staying still or whatever. So what I'm going to fix right now is like this, a little bit of this gap area. And luckily, since we have an array, this, I can edit it and it's not going to break it. So there's like a gap area. Like there's gap and then it goes back. Or maybe that's good. Let's just add something here. Right, so whatever whatever's over here. So what we're gonna do is, since everything's an array, we can select the rocks. This modifier says take all the modifiers. Okay, so let's do some duplication of rocks here. And we're just gonna move them on the X. So we'll move this rock here. And we'll also bring it down so it's not disturbing anything. Oh no, right there. There it is. On the Samus, that's what slows it down. Okay. Yeah, I think I took everything off, and I will take off the modifiers now. Let's see. So the modifiers, we'll even take off the shadow. And then for the modifiers, oh, let me get out of edit mode. Samus, and we'll turn these off for now. Except for time offset. There you go. By the way, it's Metroid 35th anniversary a few days ago. Happy birthday, Samus. Remember, it's 60 frames loop we need. Okay. Good to know. Because what are we at? 60, like 65? Alright. Oh, this... Let me do a couple things here. Okay. We're just gonna not touch it so we don't break it. And he says 60 frames, right? So if we should put this at 60, right? Is that what we're trying to say here? We'll bring the looped rock. We'll bring this. We'll grab it to 60. And without Samus, why is it going 30 between 30 and 31 frames a second? Shouldn't it just like cap off at 30? Yeah. I don't know if you're wrong. Let's see. Because we were at 65 before. And 65 does the perfect loop. But I think you have Samus. I haven't not fixed. I haven't taken off Samus doing the speed up. Because I think you have it on a certain frame here. 1 second. I'm going to check right now. Time offset. So it looks like it cycles between 1 and 13 frames. So what is that? If it's 5 cycles, yeah, it's like 65 frames. I might be wrong. I can't recall the frame. How many frames the run is? 13 from what it looks like. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was trying to sorry. Spitfire says feels like it slows in the middle. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to figure out from the beginning. Cuz it was happening since the first part of the file. And I don't know what it is. So let's go into it. Let's see what's up here. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Like totally, dude. All right, so here's our frames. Oh, you're right. You're right. 14 frames. Or it's 13. Okay, okay. I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, it's 1 through 13. And then it's like 65. Wait, did I do my math wrong? Times 5. Oh, that's 70. I was like, 14 times 5 is 60. That's why you are a paid artist. All right. All right, so looking from these frames here. We're on our 13th frame. Yeah, I wonder if it's like the viewport slowing down. So let me see about if I could do a quick render. See what it looks like. Could be the viewport. And then how much does it take to render? 1. Oh, does this have motion blur? Maybe not. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. And let's go to our passes. Only render active layer. Only effects rendering from the instance. Ignore rendering from command line. So there. So if I just render this, will it just render? Great. Cool. That takes 4 seconds. So let's do an animation render. I'm just curious. Okay, we're having a render issue because it doesn't know where this file is. Let's do this again. Let's render. And if you use the hashtag, it'll just put the numbers of the frame. It's amazing. Okay, there you go. File frame, blah, 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 yada, yada, ba, ba, ba. And I don't want to see this composite. I just want to see. I just want to render this image. So this is what we're going to do. I have Node Wrangler on, right? I don't. It's so crazy. It should be on. No, it is on. Okay, I'm screwing a whole bunch of stuff on. All right, we're gonna render this. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, let's render out an animation real quick. Right quick. You know, we got it down to 3 seconds for the moment. That's nice. So while this renders, you know, for the 3 people out there, how's your day? How's it going? What are you eating? What do you dream? What are your dreams about? How do you feel? What's your favorite burger? Pineapple on pizza? Kiwis on pizza? Do we eat biscuits? What is a good breakfast? Yeah, this is always the stuff I think about. I should think about more when I'm streaming. Is I need to do stuff that doesn't require to look at renders a lot, or else we're just doing a lot of this. And I do want to be entertaining, right? It could be entertaining in some way, shape, or form. But we're rendering. It's looking pretty sweet. We're at 20 frames. And then we'll know if it's slowing down in the middle. Then we shall know. We shall know. More food. Yeah, you know. What? All right, we're halfway through. We need about 30 more frames. So I got 30 frames of conversation here. You know, is a hot dog a sandwich? If I put all the ingredients of a hamburger in a hot dog bun, extend the hot dog buns, am I eating a hot dog burger? Is it the meat that makes the hot dog? Spitfire says, I've been reading today, and it's so nice to just read. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that this week. I was looking at my bookshelf. Now that I moved, right? I have all my books just in a box, and I was like unpacking them and looking at them and stuff. I'm like, oh, there's like a bunch of books I just bought and I never read, you know. And I'm talking about like not even picture books, because I'm a big boy. I have word books too, and I was looking at them. I was like, damn, I gotta read these. I'm like, and then I think about how I bought them, and I'm like, do I just go to bookstores and just like shop because it's like super fun? We're like, ooh, purchasing and stuff. Anyway, Spitfire says I'm craving Japanese food, which is always great. The slowdown might be just because there's no background, so it might look that way. We're gonna find out in 10 more frames, and then we'll play it. We'll play it live. Luckily, I got it down to about 4 seconds for this render. All right, 5 more frames. Susan says, do books have words? Let me tell you, Susan, I bought so many books and so many of them don't have words. I buy a lot of art books. And by art, I don't even mean instructional books. I just mean like the concept art of blah blah blah, and the blah 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 and it's just mostly pictures. Soft shell crab, unagi chan, nom 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 noms. The noms are there. All right, they're rendered. See what this looks like. Does it not play in real time? What is this? Also, it looks kind of squished. It's so unfortunate that it pauses when... Oh, no. It's just pausing all over the place. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sorry to bring up the devil here. I'm just gonna see if like Blender's just lagging. I gotta see this like in real time. All right. We're going. Okay. It doesn't look like there is a slowdown. It's definitely within Blender. Looks like we're rendering well here. The loop looks pretty solid. Samus is running. No stutter. Feels good. For a second, it looked like there may be an extra frame there. But it's looking pretty good. Samus has that proper posture too. You know, like that runner's posture where you like run with your back straight. It looks like she is heel striking though. That's not good. I'm just kidding. Critiquing Samus' run. Okay, so the looks look pretty solid. Yeah, Spitfire, yeah, you may be a little... I think my chat's like real slow today. Like real slow today. Because I'm seeing all the chat way slow. I wonder if I should put like... Can I change the priority on the chat here? Yeah, so in Blender, it looked like it was... In After Effects, it's good. So the player's fine. We're looping fine. Things are going well. I guess like when I watch it in Blender, I don't know. It just doesn't work. Not work. Let's see. I don't use this. I don't use the non-linear animations. No, the The video sequencer. But could we just put it in here too? Add image sequence. This one. All right, I've never, guys, I'm in this video sequencer, and I never touched this video sequencer, and I'm just diving in. Ah. Is there a looping function? Video crop tools. I guess you can proxy it. Like, is there a layout? Can I change these layouts? There's a video sequencer layout, right? Jeez. Oh, here it is. Video editing, video editing. Okay. And then is there, can I prefetch these? Strip content, blah, 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 fade. Tool, select. Select strip. All right, I'm gonna stop messing with this. I'm done. I'm done. We're done here. All right. I looped the front, and I'll have to do it 2 or 3 more times. But I think I got that workflow down. But I think I'm gonna take a little mini break here. Let me go my break. Hold on. There you go. This is interesting. Okay. So we're done. We're saving this. Think I'm going to do some drawings. We're gonna have some fun. I gotta set up though, so we're in this like break mode here. (2D animation). There we go. And I gotta get my drawing tablet. So 1 second, guys. We will continue right now. The whole thing. Ugh. I'm like setting up. You can hear it clinking clanking. I have like a whole setup here. This is what I use to put a laptop on it. You know, I put a laptop on there and do my thing, but I got this whole setup here. I can just set up my keyboard. I think this is done correctly. Go. There we go. Get my keyboard on here. Spitfire says, great progress, mate. Thanks. Yes. And this is me doing it live. I'm going to spend some time offline and actually get it, and make videos of it instead of like going here, struggling through my woes, exposing my vulnerabilities to the masses. But I think we figured out some of the problems. Now I got to figure out that volumetric stuff. And but yeah, I think I'm gonna just start making the videos. Just make the videos and do it piece by piece, like breaking everything up into layers and then looping it and then maybe adding the effects. So like 3 videos, like three longish videos. We will see. I just gotta stop doing it live. Alright. We're going through. Where's my pencil? Alright. Get the glove on. Fix my tablet settings here. There we go. Put on the headphones. Look into the void. Oh my. Oops. Put this in. Move to the right. Okay. Okay, this is some funky stuff here. There we go. Let me set one more setting and then I'm just gonna do some doodles, guys. We're gonna doodle. I'm gonna doodle. We're gonna doodle. we'll all doodle together. This is the little pad I got here. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Oh my. Oh my. All right. Let's clear some space here. Boom. Boom. Text infos, extra relationship lines. There we go. Let me get my hand warmed up here. Drawing in vector is still not an easy thing for me. Look at me trying to do these straight lines here. And I think I have assistance on. One of my drawing Spitfire says I'm going to be drawing maybe some heads. I have an idea for some characters. A character that's like maybe a sailor, but the sailor's like missing both of his or her eyes. I haven't decided. But it's like a sci-fi, like the eye patches are like, how do I explain this? The eye patches are like metal caps. Maybe like an augmentation. And has a ship, maybe in the water, maybe like a chain motif. But I'm just gonna draw some heads. I haven't drawn in a while. I practice here and there, but yes, for the keypad, this is the keypad I have. It's great that I could just show you the thing here. Yeah, I have this gamer Razer. Here's the name, the Razer Tartarus Pro. And I basically set up all the keys just to be different things on Blender. Honestly, I forgot most of these, so it's mostly for the undo button for me. A lot of these I kind of forgot what they do. Luckily, they're color coded on the thing. I can change all the colors. But yeah, the Tartarus Pro Razer gamer pad. I also use it for gaming. Chat text is delayed. I can see it doesn't show up on your end. Yes, there's something up with my chat. I don't know if I can change that in the settings real quick, because my chat, yeah, is definitely hella slow, and it's very unfortunate. Let me make sure that I can't change it right now back. Oh my god. That noise is so scary. Very sorry about that, guys. Whew. That noise destroyed my ears. Let me take it off. I think it's this timer here. Okay. And let me take off the word Discord. And what else can we do? Oh yeah, see if I can change the latency. Schedule stream. Let's see. I'm Googling it right now. Let's see. Change chat latency. Because I know there's an option for it when I start streaming. Yeah, it's starting to look like I can't change it right now. Alright, wow. Streaming. Streamlabs. Okay, guys. Yeah, Sci-Fi Sailor sounds fun. Yes, yes, yes. So let's do the Sci-Fi Sailor. I'll have to fix the stream for next stream, or the chat for next stream. Unfortunately, can't change it right now. Oh wait, maybe I can. Hold on. One last thing. Let's see. Stream settings. Stream latency. Oh, I can't change it. Boo. Okay. I tried. Okay. So we're just gonna have to stream a real slow. And let's see if I can draw something fun. Let's draw with a fill. And let's see if I can get some sort of silhouette going. Sorry to jump off, mate, but bedtime for me. See you next time. I'll see you later. Spitfire, thank you for even just stopping by. I appreciate it. We're doing well. Hope to catch up with you at some point in the future about your projects and your life and all the stuff. All the stuff. I'd love to hear from you, man. All right. Bye bye. All right, there's something here. What is it called? What's it called? Reference? Man, I have a software that I use. Let me figure out what the name is called. So I definitely need some reference here. All right. Reference file. Cube brush. We're getting closer. I'm gonna remember this software name. Collections. We're good to go. And then we'll start doing these drawings, guys. Library, here it is. Gesture, there it is. That's the word I am looking for. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's keep it going. Just gonna do this drawing. Man, I haven't done some gesture drawing in a long time. And I need my practice. Let's do some drawings here. What I'm thinking about are just the shapes. Trying to see if I can find some shapes here. Feeling the shapes. Think this looks all right. Scale this up. What is the buttons? There we go. Oh, there we go. Scale this out. Okay. Let's keep getting these shapes. Go. And we're still drawing. So these gestures are a lot of fun to do. Drawing's about shapes. You gotta feel the shapes. Maybe I should do it with like half triangles. Something like that. Make the thigh look a little meatier. Maybe I'm drawing this a little big. Do some circles. Just really shape it up in here. Put the hands. Get that armpit. For the reach. Drew the hand a little big, but hey, that's okay. A little shoulder pads, a little deltoid action. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Put some magic in there. You know, these are fun. See if we can indicate some hair here. I kind of like the misproportioned size there. All right, we'll do another one. I like the stance. Pointing, it's like she's looking down a cliff at her fallen enemies. Bum, bum, bum. See if I can do some like stylized hair here. There we go. Create some shadow in there, huh? Create some shadow in there. All right, we'll keep on going. Bow, bow. Get that drawing in though. Feeling good today. Feeling real good. Finally can get some drawing in, honestly. I should probably just do a pointy one. She looks like an opposable doll. Looks fun. I like it. Bow, bow. Put a little cape on there, you know? Get some cape action. This arm's looking like a little baby arm. Maybe we'll make it a little bigger. And let's shrink it all. There we go. Boom. Another one in the books. All right. I think I'm gonna end it. Not many people watching. Feeling the slowdown. If anybody's out there, thank you guys for watching. All the people that went by. Evelyn, Spitfire, Marco, Toy Butcher, and everybody out there. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see if there is anybody out here. Anybody out there? Hello. Hello. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. Let's start chilling out here, relaxing. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.